Hello, and welcome to another episode of Turning Sparkly Cardboard Sideways. My name's Jimmy, Bancroft is behind the camera, and right here will be my personal phone number, 859-279-2405. If you have any questions, concerns, critiques on any deck profile or battles we post, please feel free to send me a message, or if you just want to say hi or share some of your deck tech, deck list ideas, please send me a message, and I'll try to reply as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Tech and Production. Today I, Bancroft, will be going over Skill-Less Gohan. So, real quick, I would say I wasn't too excited to build this one, but then I did, and I started playing it, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. It will definitely have a hard time against Gotenks. Gogeta could be rough if you're not careful. I haven't really tested outside of those two decks. I will be taking it to our locals this weekend, or I guess later today. So, let's get into the profile. But like always, if you enjoy our content, hit that like, subscribe button, and hit the bell if you want to get notified when we drop more content. And I will say real quick, I'm looking forward to the Giant Force stuff coming out, because it will definitely help this deck out, because there is like 2 monster cards currently you can get your hands on really quickly, unless you're able to grab the promo that's also part of the tournament packs. But I haven't had a chance to see any of the promos, unfortunately, so I don't have any of those in this deck. If I were to get those, I will be adding them to it. And like I said, when Giant Force comes out, I will be somehow splashing those cards into this deck as well. But let's get into it. Son Gohan. During your turn, if you have a Skill-Less battle card in play, this card gets plus 5,000 power. Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card, then add 1 card from your life to your hand. And then when you awaken, you draw 2 cards. So it's a very draw deck. Like, there's a lot of parts of this that it just allows you to draw. And I love the auto when you attack, draw 1 card, then add to 1 card from your life to your hand. So it reminds me of Stormfist Krillin. So, alright. Awaken. You don't need to attack anymore once awaken with your leader if you don't really want to. Active Main. Once returned, draw 1 card, then play up to 1 yellow Skill-Less battle card with an energy cost of 1 from your drop area. Activate Battle. Once returned, when this card is in battle, if there is a monster card in your combo area, draw 1 card. So, keep in mind, that is either, because once per turn, it can be either in your turn or your opponent's turn. So, you could use this as a defense mechanism to draw another card. Alright. So, the idea is to get Skill-Less onto the board. Well, we'll play for the Piccolo a Bad Omen, mainly because for 1 energy, you play this card. It is a 5,000 battle card, but auto, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. When this card is played, look up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. Play up to 1 yellow Skill-Less battle card with an energy cost of 1 among them, then shuffle your deck. So, for 1 energy, you play this card and potentially play a 1 Skill-Less battle card, which is pretty nice. Now, that being said, if you play it right, and this is your turn 1, say your opponent went first, and it's your turn, you pay 1 energy, you play Piccolo, you play the 1 drop, now your leader is 15k. Cool. But the 1 drop battle cards we have in this deck are other ones that came from the set, so Higher Dragon, and also Son Gohan. They're 10k beaters, so. Alright, now go to our 6 drop. Unique dual attack. Permanent. If this card would be removed from the battle area, it is sent to the warp instead. Permanent. All of your yellow Skill-Less battle cards of energy cost of 1 get plus 5,000 power. And for Activate Main, for 1 yellow energy, if you have 3 or more energy, choose 2 of your yellow. You choose 2 of your yellow Skill-Less battle cards with an energy cost of 1 and place them in your owner's drop area. Then play this card from your hand. So, keep in mind, you play your Skill-Less cards, you swing, for 1 energy, you send them to the drop to play this card, and there you go. And then for anything else that you were to get on the field from here on out, because, like I said, the leader's ability plays a Skill-Less card, or if you have the Unison, for 0, it also plays 2 yellow Skill-Less battle cards of energy cost of 1 from your drop area. So the ones you just sent back, you just replay with this one. Alright, but permanent, if your leader card is yellow, all of your battle cards and your opponent's battle cards with an original energy cost of 5 or less have their skills negated. And all of your battle cards with energy cost of 1 get plus 5,000 power. Doesn't say skillless, so it means 5,000 power, top of the 5,000 power, top of the 5,000 power, all because of your unison. So, plus 0, like I said, you play up 2 yellow skillless battle cards with an energy cost of 1 from your drop area. And then minus 2, activate main. If your leader card is yellow, your opponent can only attack with battle cards once during their next turn. So it's kind of like a flying nimbus, almost. I mean, they can still attack with units, they can still attack with their leader, but they can only attack one time with battle cards. And just want to point out, if this is on the board, and you have the Sun Gohan higher and Higher Dragon flying high, all your skillless battle cards are now 20k beaters. So that's pretty awesome. Alright. So going to the next part of the deck, let's see here. I play 3 other unisons. 2 of the Super Saiyan Gogeta Dynamic Unison. If all of your energy is in rest mode, your mono yellow leader gets plus 5,000 power during your opponent's turn. So it just helps keep your leader a little bit more beefier, and just in case you can't come across the 3-drop unison. Auto once per turn, when your opponent activates a extra card, you add a counter to it. But plus 1, you may choose 2 yellow cards in your hand, discard them. If you do, draw 2 cards. So it's another way of cycling cards out that I need. You can drop skillless battle cards into your drop if you need to, and then later using the leader's ability, or using, if you get a 3-drop units on the board, you can bring them out to the field then. Activate main. During your opponent's next charge phase, your opponent can only switch up to 2 energy to active mode. So it's minus 4 right there. So if it happens to get pushed to that point, nice. It's a good way of holding your opponent back. Like, so like if you know their next turn is pretty much a game changer, you're like, cool, I'll just play this minus 4. Now you can't, you can only untap 2 energy. So, and I play 1 Mecha Gamora. I mean, why not? Once a turn, so it's a blocker. Auto once a turn. When this card loses the marker due to an opponent's attack, choose up to 1 of your opponent's cards, switch it to rest mode. For plus 1, activate main. Draw 1 card, then choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode. Ignoring barrier, that card can't be switched to active mode until the end of your opponent's next turn. Or minus 4, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, gain control of it, and switch it into active mode. So it just steals you just use it to steal a card, really. Don't get me wrong, that plus 1 still not a bad choice, and for a blocker is always nice for protection purposes. But because we play unisons, my typical yellow package, 2 Release from Evils. If your leader card is mono yellow, choose the attacking card, doesn't matter what it is, battle, unison, or leader. Ignoring barrier, negate its skills for the turn, and it can't be switched to active mode until the start of your next turn. Permanent, if you have a yellow unison in play, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost. I also play 3 of Vegeta's Final Flash. If your leader card is yellow, choose up to 1 of the choose up to 1 of your leader cards or battle cards. It gets plus 15,000 power for the duration of battle. Auto, if all of your energy is yellow, when you activate this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and negate its skills for the duration of turn. So that's typically what I play in a lot of yellow stuff now, is 2 Release from Evils, 3 Vegeta's Final Flash. Typically I play 3 Vegeta's Prideful Transformation, but in this deck I wanted to play 4, because I just feel like if I'm able to slow my opponent down from attacking, and when they play a new card, just tapping it right away is always nice. So blocker, counterplay, you can't activate counterplay skills, skills of other cards for the turn. This battle card is being played. Wow, I cannot talk. The battle card that is being played is placed in rest mode, then play this card. Permanent, if you have a yellow unison with 2 or more markers in play, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost. There we go. And speaking of tapping cards down, when your opponent gets a little bit aggressive, I play 4 of the Zamasu super combos, because you don't really need a draw super combo, because this deck draws enough as it is. So I went with the one that helps me either tap down battle cards or my opponent's leader card. So just trying to protect myself. And speaking of trying to protect myself, I play 5 negates. 3 Flying Nimbus because I love Flying Nimbus, even though I feel like it's getting, I guess the term is power creeped, whatever. Pretty much, negate the attack, then you may place 1 yellow card from your hand to your drop area. If you do, your opponent can only attack 1 more time with battle cards for the duration of turn. So if they attack with battle card first, they still have another battle card they can attack with. They can attack with their leader, and they can attack with their unison. So that's still 3 attacks coming at you compared to what it used to be. And Time Magic for those dual attacks cards out there that like to restand, negate the attack. They can't stand back up. And also, it's pretty nice to use it as a sparking because I tap out, and if I have the life for it, I'll take the life, Time Magic, and there we go. Now, a lot of stuff, like the Flying Nimbus or the Gogeta Unison, requires me to discard cards. My key card to discard is the Great Ape, 2 draw, pretty much. Activate Main, 2 energy, send this card from your drop area to your warp, draw 2 cards. I mean, yeah, the deck draws enough, but why not draw more when you have nothing to do with your energy? Always a good card. Typically, I don't really care to play this card, but I think it's a good idea to play it. Maybe not 2 of is probably good, but I wanted to see it. But I felt like every time I played this deck so far, I practically have used most of my energy for other things. So I'm still kind of figuring out if it's worth having 3 or not. And would love the feedback if you guys don't think so. Alright. So the last bit of cards, it's kind of my closer, the way I want to try to finish the game off. So, playing 3 Gotenks, Flash of Brilliance, 3 Trunks, Flash of Brilliance because the deck draws so much. Don't care about their active mains because your leader's not a Gotenks Adolescent. But we do play 3 of the Gotenks going all out. Double Strike, Dual Attack, Union Fusion for 3 energy, draw 2 cards. Auto, when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier, negate its skills for turn, then KO it. So, it's a good way of getting rid of a card on your opponent's field. Then, like I said, it has Double Strike and Dual Attack, so that's pretty hefty for a 25k. And last but not least, I also played the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Peerless Fusion. Ultimate Triple Attack, Triple Strike. Permanent, you can't play battle cards. You can't play battle cards. This card can't be removed from your battle area by skills, and you can't combo cards from your battle area. Activate main for 5 energy, that's how you play it. If all of your energy is the same color, play this card from your hand, draw 2 cards, switch 2 of your energies to active mode, then your opponent chooses 2 cards in their hand and 2 cards in their and 2 of their battle cards, send them to them as warp. So it's a nice secret rare. The reason why I chose to go this one over, say, Cell X, because it's a lot of 1-drops, and I don't know if I could truly get a total of 12. So I felt like the Gogeta was a better choice here. But that is my take on my new Skill-Less Gohan deck, and I would definitely love any feedback that you all have for it. Like I'm playing it tonight at our locals. Hopefully it does well. I will get a battle recorded with it. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any comments, please let me know. I would like to improve this deck as well. And like I said, as soon as I get the promos, I'm throwing them in here. And then when Giant Force comes out, I'll be finding ways of putting those cards in here as well, because I want to see more and more monster cards. Granted, like I said, you can cycle them with the leader and the wherever that unison is, and constantly put the 1-drop Higher Dragons on the board, so you constantly have something there. So, but your opponent may just try to target for other effects, so that way you can get the draws off it. So if I have more cards in my hand that are monster related, then great. But that is it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Like always, read your cards, know your plays, and fluff out.